Hello and welcome back to the channel. Captain Steve Pope here with Firefighter Golf. And this video is my year in review from 2021, as well as what to look forward to in the future for 2022 and hopefully beyond with the channel and the First Responder Golf Foundation. So something I want to touch on first is my story. So if people haven't heard my story through my Instagram and my other social media and any of the videos from here, I'm going to tell it now. So back in 2017, Ryan Johnson, who you've seen on the channel, I was talking to him about me yelling at my son, who at that time was 4.5 years old, and for no reason, just yelling at him, getting in his face, pointing at him. And I had done this a lot before 2017 with my daughter and my wife. So it got me to thinking, and I brought it up to him. And luckily, Ryan had just went through the week-long course for our peer support program, which helps them recognize those type of signs and symptoms. And he mentioned to me when I brought that up that, Steve, you don't realize what this job has done to you. And at that time is almost 21 years. So it got me to thinking. It got me to processing what he said. And I started being self-aware on my own of what I was doing to my family. But it also got me to thinking what was causing that on the lines of what he said with what the job. So when I look back, my wife mentioning about they prefer when I was at work because they were walking around on eggshells at home, that never really resonated with me like it should have. So anyway, what does this job and stress in general do to people? So with firefighting profession, when we get a call for a fire or a heart attack or a car wreck, pretty much all the calls, but those ones that to me have your level up a little higher as far as stress goes, no matter how much we're trained for these things, the things that we see, the emotions that we have to deal with from external, the people that we're running, affects us. Not to mention the processing of what we saw. So it's the cortisol dump that gets dumped, and then it's like looking at a glass that's half full, let's say, when we come in on ship, and then you get these several calls that fill it up. Now think about that. Our glass is full, and then we go home the next day. And then you have the stresses from family life. Everything pulling at you from different directions. Then your cup overflows. And then, in my case, I was taking it out on my family. And I didn't realize I was really doing it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I felt guilty about doing it, but I mean the process of what was causing me to just suddenly bust into a rage. So here I am now, telling you my story because I feel there's lots of first responders out there that are the same way. Now the worst thing that happens is we can die by suicide. So that's what this channel is about bringing awareness to this. So you don't go home and cause problems with your family life that can lead to divorce, can lead to substance abuse, to deal with these stresses, as well as dying by suicide. We got to stop that. So I don't mind sharing my story, being vulnerable, and letting people know that this is real. Heck, I remember my guts. Come to find out, stress. It was diverticulitis. And then I got alopecia, where your hair's falling out. That's another sign of the stresses. This was several years ago. It's real. So now, the year in review. I needed to share that with you, my story a little bit, before I got into the video of the year in review. So, the year in review. Earlier in the year, I went to Arizona and filmed with my buddy Joe, who lives down there, used to live up here in Kansas City. He is a retired Apache helicopter pilot who was over in the Desert Wars. His Apache helicopter was ambushed and he was able to safely land it. He doesn't like to say crash. He landed it, but he didn't put his air back up in his seat when it landed, so it was a hard landing. This is a story he told me, so it's hurt his back. He's had several fusion surgeries, so he lives down there. He don't like to tell these stories. He don't mind if I tell it, but he doesn't like to talk about it. But he lives with stress from being a veteran. So I went down there with him, filmed some stuff down there, some nice courses. Eagle Mountain hosted us, so thanks to them. If you're ever in Phoenix, look that course up. And then Chuck, the owner of Falcon Lakes, where you see most of my videos from, he hosted us at Seville Golf and Country Club down there. Wonderful track, so thanks Chuck for hosting us there. So that was earlier this year. And then the foundation got approved by the IRS at the end of March, early April, and the foundation hosted a big tournament August 9th to raise money to do the things that the foundation is going to do with first responders moving forward. This year, in 2021 in May, we hosted a group of first responders at Dub's Dread here in Kansas City, where you bring them out to play golf, decompress, and have a meal afterwards. And that's what the foundation is about getting first responders out on the golf course, using the game of golf, growing the game of golf to help them mentally decompress on the golf course. You're there with your peers, so that's the token is called that I hand out to first responders that come to one of these events for their first time. It's got the foundation on one side and PAR on the other, and it stands for peers and rapport. And the only way to get those is if you attend one of these events, whether it's an event, whether you come play with me individually, whether you attend other events that might not be as big as a 12-person event that the first one was. We also hosted another smaller event, eight first responders at some guy's backyard. Shout out to them for hosting us as well. Go watch a couple videos I have from playing at that course. Wonderful backyard golf course. So check those videos out or check out their website, someguysbackyard.com. They're on Twitter, Instagram. Amazing place. And then I've also had individual golfers, firefighters, first responders come out and play golf with me this season as well. And I'm leaning more towards those because it's easier to round up one or two first responders to come play with me than it is to make a bigger event and get 8 to 12 people out there. So I've also hosted 2 simulator events here in December, and those were wonderful to be inside and growing the game because some of the first responders are still learning, and boom, there you go. It's simulator is easy. You don't have to chase the ball down. You have a good time. We have some pizza. But no, they were good little events. As well as with that being said, first responders learning, that's coming up in the future for the foundation for 2022 and beyond, is to host clinics. I'm going to have some pros from the area donate their time and help these first responders get better at golf or new ones learn to play golf. So there's that with the foundation. I'm excited for it moving forward, and I'll explain some more here in a bit. As far as the channel goes, as the rest of the season went with a group to Bandon Dunes. That was an amazing place. Bucket list place for sure. If you have the means to get there, please go. It's going to be great memories. I'm glad I filmed all the rounds of golf because I will now have memories to look back on from the event. So go check out those videos if you haven't yet. The Bandon Dunes playlist I have set up, so it makes it easier for you to find those videos. But wonderful time, wonderful place with some first responders and other golfing buddies went with us. We had 7 of us end up going, so wonderful experience. far as the channel is going, I'm going to keep the channel going because this is one way through social media to keep the mission going. And so I'm going to continue to film matches between me and my buddies. Some other first responders came out at the end of the year, and I got them. They didn't mind being on film and do some fun matches. I got a couple more of those videos coming up over time this winter. And then, again, I'll just film myself. It's about the message coming across in the videos as well as growing the game of golf. So I hope you've enjoyed all of that up till now. That pretty much covers the channel for this year and the year in review of it. It's kind of like the year before where you see me play with some buddies and stuff like that, or film myself. Again, it's about the message, it's about the mission, me talking about it a little bit during my rounds of golf. So, what does the future hold for the channel and the foundation? As far as the foundation, I can talk about them both kind of at the same time. So, January of 2022, I am going to the PGA Merchandise Show. Thanks to Ryan Miller. He's a pro in Dallas on the PGA board in North Texas, and he got me a pass to come down and experience that. I hope it's a wonderful way for me to network for the foundation. At the same time, I'm going to play some golf while I'm down there in Orlando when it's warm, and I'm going to film for the channel as well. And the plan is to find some Orlando firefighters or first responders and get them out on the golf course with me and have them share their story if they want, or just to play golf. And that's what it's about. You don't have to share your story if you don't want. Hopefully the people that come play with me know what the channel's about, and usually that's enough. And if they want to talk, great, I'm there to listen. So I have that coming in January, the PGA Merchandise Show. In February, I am taking me and 3 other first responders to Phoenix for a golf retreat. And that's what I'm going to call these little trips like this, retreats. We're going to play again at Seville Golf and Country Club with Chuck, the owner from Falcon Lakes, where I play a lot. So again, thanks to him for going to be hosting us again. And we're in the works of trying to find some other courses that might want to host us down in Phoenix. So that's going to be just a quick little trip, 3 days of golf, 2 nights, fly down in the morning, fly back late, just real quick, get us back to our families. But it's a good way to decompress, and hopefully in the future with these retreats, I end up getting more and more first responders from around the country, and I can either fly to them or fly them to, say, Phoenix. Let's just say, for example, a firefighter from New York, fly a couple of them to Phoenix during the winter and let's play some golf. So hopefully more and more of that can take place once people start learning about this foundation and what it's about. I'm also going to be filming while I'm in Phoenix for the YouTube channel. So you'll see that footage with some of these first responders. We might play a couple matches and have some fun and get that footage out and share that with you. We also have another retreat going to be in July down at Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. KCK Firefighter is donating his lake house, and we're going to get some first responders to meet us there. And wherever we travel to these cities, we're also going to contact these police departments and fire departments to try to get a clue, maybe how many of their members might play golf, and have them come out for some type of event, whether it's to play golf with us on the course. Like in Phoenix, I'm going to see if we can get their first responders to come to a top golf night, because this trip to Phoenix is really just about a retreat right now with the people I've gathered up, me and 3 others. So, but we're going to contact these local places that we travel to and see if Phoenix firefighters, Phoenix police might want to come out and do a top golf night. Again, as far as the channel goes, it's just about filming my rounds of golf wherever I travel, and get the message out in the video. And I'm going to continue to do that. That's going to be part of this endeavor. Put all these little videos on Instagram, Facebook, and continue to try to contact as many first responders as I can. You know, what I've learned through this whole thing is this stress is also not just for first responders. Everyday life has it. And if you're a golf fan watching my stuff, I want you to be healthy too, mentally, and not let the stress overtake you and affect your family life and whatnot. Yeah, I'm excited for the future, especially for the foundation. That tournament in 2022 is August 1st, and it was a full field last year. It came together so perfectly. Pretty much all of this, since I've been doing it now for almost 2 years, the networking, the people I've met, it was like it came together on purpose. I don't know how to explain it. It's like it was meant, it was supposed to happen this way. Whether you believe in God, whether it's just fate, whether it's me being a good person, if I have to be the voice to get this message out, I'm going to continue to be that voice. Please like and subscribe if you're watching this video. It will help the analytics of YouTube recommend these videos, and guess what? It might recommend it to a firefighter or a police officer or some other first responder, and they see what these videos are about and the message that I'm trying to get out there, that this is real. I can't explain it enough how real it is, especially when I lived it and I look back before 2017 and what I was doing, not really realizing what the stresses was overtaking my mind. Here I am now. I know how to be self-aware of the stresses that are happening to me. So also moving forward, a little side note is we have another fire academy starting here in Kansas City, Kansas Fire Department, and I'm going to go speak about the foundation to the new recruits and tell them my story, because we got to let them recognize what's going on early in their career, that this could be happening, because I wish I knew that this could build up like it did. Anyway, thanks for watching. Captain Steve Pope here with the Kansas City, Kansas Fire Department, trying to spread the mission of how real PTS is in the first responder fields. I love you all. Stay self-aware for me. You can do it. We're the ones that have to do it when we leave the doctor. So just start being self-aware of the stresses in your life, and your life will be better. Family, friends, on the golf course, or whatever you do. If you're a hunter or fisherman, hey, those are wonderful things to decompress too. So anyway, I'm just trying to use the game of golf that I love to spread it that way through YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, any way I can. So anyway, love you all. Thank you.